Hello, my name is Caitlin May, and I am the Pierce County Master Gardener Program Coordinator. Today, I'm making a short video to share with you. The purpose of this video is really to demonstrate to you as a Master Gardener volunteer how you can incorporate and speak about some of the slides at the beginning and end of your horticultural presentations that will help to tell a compelling and impactful story for all of us as a Master Gardener program. You may be thinking to yourself, what value does this add? Why do we need to spend time in our presentations to do this? And to that, I would say, great question. My answer to that would be that our ability to tell our story, which is really our ability to effectively articulate and demonstrate the impact that our programs have, and the value that we provide to the public, is really kind of what moves people's understanding from knowing the work that we do versus knowing what our work does. So for example, to me, this is kind of the difference of people knowing that we teach the community how to grow fruits and vegetables versus we help sustain healthier communities by providing community members with the skills they need to grow nutrient-dense foods. Another example could be that this is really the difference between people knowing that we teach folks how to compost versus we help people understand how to use their food and their yard waste in home compost systems that help divert hundreds of pounds of waste to the landfill each year. So telling our story really paints the bigger picture for our community members, for decision makers, maybe community partners that we work with. And it's really kind of the key to ensuring that our program is supported, that it grows, and that it thrives. So today in this video, I'm going to just pull up a very short slide deck. It's going to include some slides that we are asking all of our volunteers to start incorporating into their presentations. And so I would invite you just to kind of listen and hear how I speak about the slides and start thinking to yourself about how you might be able to start incorporating them into your own presentations. So with that, I will pull up my slide deck here. Okay. Hello and welcome. My name is Caitlin May. I am a WSU Extension Master Gardener volunteer. And today we are going to be talking about growing tomatoes in the Pacific Northwest. To begin, I just wanted to take a moment and say welcome. We are so glad that you are here with us today. Whether you have been a part of an extension program before, or maybe you've never heard of extension, whether you are an avid gardener or maybe you've never gardened a day in your life, whatever background, identities, and lived experience you are bringing with you today, please know that this is a space for you to learn. And as we like to say, extension is for everyone. So thank you for joining us here today. I wanted to just briefly contextualize the source and the purpose of this presentation, aside from the obvious, which is to grow healthy tomato varieties in our region. But WSU Extension is really the front door to the university. It extends non-credit education to people throughout the state. Extension empowers people, organizations, and communities to find solutions for local issues. And we do this through science-based educational programs like the Master Gardener program, and collaborations with community partners. Extension creates a more resilient community and a more resilient Washington overall. So your presence here today is a part of helping us with the work that we are doing to achieve these 4 pillars. One being creating an adaptable workforce, providing a secure food supply system, helping to maintain sustainable natural resources, and supporting thriving, healthy communities, families, and individuals. As I mentioned, the Master Gardener program is one of those educational outreach programs that is situated within Extension. So we are WSU volunteers that are trained to provide our communities with research-based horticultural information. And the educational outreach is focused around 9 interconnected program priorities that you can see here in this graphic. And the information that we provide within these priorities really are what lead to a healthier group of people in our community and a healthier planet overall. So the talk that I'm going to share with you today is going to be rooted in our program priority of local food. Our goal for this program priority is really to teach sustainable techniques for growing local food to improve individual and community health and wellness. And you might be wondering, why is access to local food so important? Well, according to a USDA study in 2020, 13.8 million American households were food insecure at some point in 2020. So this means that at some point during the year, the household was unable to acquire enough food to meet the needs of all members in the household because of either insufficient money or other resources for that food. Local food production reduces the economic and environmental impact of growing, processing, packaging, and transporting food. People who have direct access to local food, so that's either through farmers markets, community gardens, or by growing their own food, they eat more fresh fruits and vegetables than people who do not have access to those resources. And access to nutrient-dense foods puts folks at less risk for certain health issues. So today's talk on tomatoes will give you a better understanding of the benefits of local food, hopefully help you recognize that we all have a role to play in supporting a healthy food chain, and will give you specific techniques that you can implement in your own lives to grow healthier fruits and vegetables. Okay, so let's jump in and talk about tomatoes. This is the point in the presentation where you as a Master Gardener volunteer will be sharing all of your amazing horticultural information. For the sake of this specific resource video, we will imagine that I have just shared all of that information and now I am ready to end my presentation. Thank you all for attending today and listening. I would invite you now to please take a moment and just share your feedback with us on today's presentation. We have a short survey that we're asking you to please fill out. It can be accessed by scanning this QR code here on the screen or by typing in this URL to your phone. And this feedback is really helpful to us. It informs our talks, the way that we build the program, and it really just helps us make sure that we are serving the community as best as possible. So we thank you for taking a quick moment to fill out that survey. And at this time, I will gladly invite any other questions. If you have any other gardening questions throughout the year, please feel free to contact our office clinic. I have their contact information listed here, and one of our Master Gardener volunteers who is in the office will be able to provide you with an answer to that question. Thanks again for being here today. So as you can see, that was just a brief example of how you can incorporate some of those slides into your presentation and how you might be able to talk about them. As you can see, it doesn't take a whole lot of time, just a few minutes at the beginning of your presentation. And I feel like it really just kind of helps contextualize who Master Gardeners are, what we do in the community, and will help all of us across the state be able to tell our story. So thank you. I hope you find this resource video helpful. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out and I'm happy to answer. Thanks all.